Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Three in the Key. I'm Jay, and you know what? I'm with Ja. Point those finger guns, bruh. Do whatever you want.
My name is Kaim, and I'm the host, bruh. Just check the Hot 100. Turns out Drizzy's not dead. Let's go! Fake elimination. Drake intimidation.
What's up, everyone? My name is Grant, and hey, bro, Jay, we had the same joke because mine was if I had $1 for every time Ja goddamn had a chance to point the finger guns, brother, I'd be Donald Trump right now. I'd be a millionaire.
We got a good one today. Today, we're talking about the best third options in the league and the teams that realistically, in our eyes, can win the chip. And so, I'll start out by saying, Lakers propaganda as always, but realistically, AR-15, that boy Austin Reeves, in my opinion, he's top 5 in that. He's probably top 3. He's top 3 in that category. Best third option in the league.
Firmly. I think firmly in that top three conversation. If you go through all the third options in the league, Austin Reeves is, when Bron and Luka are out, he is having 30.
Yeah,
he is having 30.
Yeah.
He's playmaking, he's doing everything, and he's getting low-key a dub. Yeah. That's another like third option is doing that. If you think of all the other third options, Kristaps Porzingis, like is Kristaps getting 30 when JB and JT are out and then getting the dub?
No one's doing it like AR.
Is Norman Powell doing that? Is Chet doing that?
Yeah, Norman Powell might be doing it.
He'll do it, but he won't get the dub. That's the issue. He'll drop you 35 and they'll lose. So, yeah, bro, I think that's reasonable. I think that's not ridiculous to say.
It's not ridiculous to say. I mean, look, I love Lakers propaganda as well, but I have a hard time putting him in the top 3. Only reason I have a hard time with that is because, I don't know, bruh, the game isn't all fancy dribble moves. And to be honest, if I'm a GM, bruh, I'm taking all the big guys. I'm taking Mobley from the Cavs. I'm taking Kristaps from the Celtics. And I'm probably taking Chet from the Thunder before I draft Austin Reeves. And I'm kind of thinking in the context of like, all right, this is my squad. This is a bad squad. We have no superstars. So like, out of my first pick, I have to choose only third options. I think Reeves is coming in like 4th or 5th, kind of tied with Bane.
Hey, brother, are you disagreeing just to disagree?
No,
what's going on here?
You guys have to realize.
Kristaps, listen, I'll let Mobley slide. I'll let Chet slide. Kristaps, bro, at this point in his career, come on, bro, no.
Bro, Kristaps Porzingis is 7'2", bro. I can hit the 3 and can goddamn.
Pingus.
I don't know what people think.
If Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are not playing, he is the number 1 option. Will he give you 30 points and a dub?
I'll be honest with you, that's even a hot take. I'm saying, give me Derek White.
I mean, that's fine too. Whoever you choose off the Celtics, that MFer is better than Austin Reeves.
Oh my god!
Anyone that's
But every single person in the Celtics starting 5 is better than Austin Reeves. And that's the issue.
Every single person.
Yeah, bro. I don't think you guys see people disrespect Drew Holiday because his main thing is defense. I don't think y'all realize he won a championship. They traded him because they thought they were going to get better for a scorer, for somebody that y'all like that has fancy dribble moves that can score 30.
Fancy moves.
And guys went to the Celtics and won the championship again.
I will say, bro, I think Austin Reeves is just a little bit more efficient. I think he's a little bit more efficient, does a little bit more playmaking, gets his teammates involved, and is a little bit more of an X factor in terms of like a jack of all trades. He can play defense. Like, that's not trip. He can play defense. It's not even fancy dribble moves. He just gets around.
Crossover. It's not fancy dribble moves.
He's really good. He just gets around you. He gets around great defenders easily. His mid range is crazy. He gets the N1. He shoots the 3 ball at 40%. Well, I mean, what else do you want?
He wants him to be 7 feet tall, bro.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's just not 7 feet.
No, what were you saying though, Kaim? You were kind of in the middle of saying something when that happened.
I just said they're not 7 feet. So I was saying like we underestimate the importance of literally everything else, bro. Defense, rebounding the basketball, God dang, other things. Don't get me wrong. Let's not we disagree on this, but let's not get it twisted. I think Austin Reeves is a good player. Like, I think he's a great player. I think he's a great third option. I still think he's top 5. I just wouldn't have him it wouldn't be a difficult number 1 pick for me at all if it was like, give me Austin Reeves or one of these other people. I'm like, well, no disrespect, but god dang, I mean, these other guys either are on better teams, have championships, or in the case of goddamn Bane, that's the only one where I can kind of agree with y'all that like, okay, he's not doing anything necessarily that much better than Reeves except for goddamn lifting weights. So I understand that one because his team has never done anything except for be a good team in the regular season. But bro, I mean, Chet and Evan Mobley are contributing to ridiculous 65+ win teams. Porzingis has a goddamn championship. It's hard.
I hear you. I really do. But at the end of the day, 65 win teams with no championships. We'll see what happens at the end of this season. At the end of this season, if one of those two guys wins a championship with their team, then they contributed. All right, I'll give it to you. But even Porzingis, I don't think they needed him to win the championship.
They probably did.
I don't think they needed him.
I'm just thinking currently this season right now. Honestly, I think if Donovan Mitchell sat, Darius Garland sat, would Evan Mobley give you 30 and a dub?
No.
If the defense focused on Evan Mobley and they double teamed him, would he give you 30 and a dub?
He might give you 19 and 10 and
Yeah,
a loss.
It's some good defense.
I think you guys are severely overestimating how good the team would be if LeBron and Luka evaporated. You guys are thinking it's some kind of championship team without LeBron and
We
Luka.
watched it.
I mean, yeah,
It was multiple times.
I saw him goddamn play the Nuggets close, and I saw him goddamn do a couple of good things that are cool. He can give you a lot of points, bro. He's a great scorer. I'm not trying to take that away. I'm just saying, bro. I can't believe you would rather start a team with Reeves, bro. I think you guys need to listen to some more Umar. You guys are indoctrinated by the goddamn power structure.
Bro.
Nah, this
Reeves
is
he makes better decisions, bro. He's a better shooter. He's a better playmaker. The only thing Evan Mobley has is defense.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
Size.
Defense.
Size only matters so much, bro. Kristaps is 7 feet, and nobody talks about Kristaps's defense. Bro.
His boy says size only matters so much. It's hoops. Bro, where would LeBron and Giannis be if they were goddamn Austin Reeves' body?
Boban Marjanovic sat the bench. He rode the bench.
He had to have some skill. That boy Boban was strictly tall. All right,
He
bro.
rode the bench.
You gotta pull up some numbers since y'all disrespecting Mobley, bro. Especially Mobley.
He's the worst.
Darius Garland is averaging almost the exact same stats as Austin Reeves, and we're considering him the second option. That's argument one. Argument one.
I respect that. I respect that. There's no part of me is going to try to sit here and tell you guys Evan Mobley is tremendously better as a pure scorer than Austin Reeves. I'm not trying to tell you guys that. I'm just trying to say that the difference to me doesn't make up for the fact that Mobley is way bigger and still actually shoots the three well. Like, so the difference offensively is a couple of points, a couple of percentage points from the 3-point line. And I feel like the difference defensively is the difference between somebody who can be all defense and somebody who literally gets picked on. Mm-hmm. And so to me, it just makes the difference.
Austin Reeves does not get picked on.
He plays hard like Alex. I personally think Austin Reeves is a better version of Alex Caruso.
He does not get picked on, bro.
Nah. They're definitely switching on to goddamn Austin Reeves and flambeing him.
Hey, they switch onto him. It's because he's small.
Yeah,
but they really switch on to Luka, bro.
Yeah.
Luka and Braun, bro.
They said, "Yo, old man or fat Slovenian."
Y'all aren't watching Lakers hoops, bro, like that. If y'all think they're switching on LeBron more than Austin Reeves, bro, then no sir, bro.
Bro, end of game, bro. They're like, "Yo, the old man's tired." So we're taking the old man or Luka, bro. They don't do it to Luka as much as they used to on the Mavs. On the Mavs, bro. Yeah, Luka was. I mean,
Luka. If you got to play 1-on-1 against a quick guy, he's gonna get cooked. Mm-hmm. But see, that's what I'm saying. See, this is what I'm saying. If we were having this argument about Luka versus Mobley, then I would say, bro, the difference on offense is so great. Like Luka just averaged 35 last year. That it's like, okay, he sucks on defense, but the difference on offense is OD. I think with Reeves, the offense is like 8 out of 10 to Austin for 7 out of 10 to Mobley. So it's like the difference in defense makes a difference.
I hear you. At the end of the day, on a lot of teams, I think Austin Reeves would be the second option.
I do, but I just think that's weak. He's the third option, and his team is teeter-tottering.
I'm looking at Austin Reeves, and he's better than most second options, is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the stats.
What y'all really he scores more than most second options.
He's playing with the GOAT. He's playing with Paul and the GOAT of this generation.
Okay, wait. Anthony Simons on the Blazers. What option is he?
Oh, brother. I think that there's the first or second option, if I'm being real.
And Austin Reeves has more points than him and more rebounds.
All right.
Alfred Sengun.
We've defeated the 30th best team in the league.
Alfred Sengun. First or second option.
Yeah, first or second for sure.
Yeah, he's
Austin has better stats than him. Who else? Scotty Barnes, Julius Randle, Tyrese Halliburton, Vucevic.
I'm not gonna lie,
He has better stats than all of them.
Bruh.
And they're all top 2 options.
Bruh.
Scotty Barnes is number 1 on the Raptors.
Listen, I respect you guys, bruh. If y'all want to go ahead and pick Austin Reeves over goddamn some all-stars, I will have respect for that, bro. I'm just saying, I wouldn't do that. I would never do that, man.
I think it's just hard when who you're playing with is the GOAT of basketball and the GOAT of this generation.
I might pick him over. Hey, yo, I might pick him over Anthony Simons, but yeah, I might pick him over Anthony Simons, but y'all have to understand, bro. All this Şengün stuff, this is what we're just getting out of hand. Şengün is an all-star.
Okay, I'm not taking Austin Reeves over Şengün, but the thing is, he's the third option, and we can compare.
Yeah,
we can compare, bro.
That's true.
Anthony Simons is the first option, gets all the shots, and still can't get more points than Austin Reeves. And still,
I'm taking Austin Reeves over Jordan Poole too, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Poole, that's where we're. Yeah, that's a good argument. Probably. He's about right there. That makes sense. I mean, yeah, Anthony Simons is like weak, bro. I mean, that's no disrespect.
So, Austin Reeves has the least amount of field goal attempts out of all of those people. So at 14 attempts compared to Anthony Simons 17, Scotty Barnes 17. Bro, what do you want?
Yeah, those guys are number 1 option.
Bane has 15.
Yeah, you guys need to nerd out a little bit, bro. Start looking at the goddamn advanced stats.
Oh my God.
Start looking at PER, bro. Yeah. If you look at the PER, you'll notice, bro. Evan Mobley, higher PER. Higher PER. Şengün, higher PER. The only ones you can get me on are weak Anthony Simons because he plays for a horrible team and he's a horrible guy.
I'm sure he has a higher PR than Jordan Poole.
Oh, I didn't look up, but he probably does. Yeah. Yeah, he probably does. I'll agree with the Anthony Simons of the world, the Jordan Pooles of the world. I just don't think those players are anywhere near goddamn Evan Mobley, and Şengün.
Hey, bro, I don't know. The stats aren't lying.
What's that mean?
I go by the stats.
I'll give it to you. I watch basketball, and I'm here to tell you right now. I'm here to tell you right now. A lot of these teams, they do want Austin Reeves. Let's get into the teams that are on the chip watch. Who in the NBA do we think is going to get a chip this year? I'm thinking the Thunder, number 1.
Yeah, like realistically, I was like, yo, why are they making this face?
Yeah, you just cut out, bro. You were talking and nothing was coming.
I said, are we going with the one team that we think is going to win, or are we going with like all the teams that we think like in a real world?
All teams have a good chance. All the teams that you would bet on.
Thunder, yeah, I agree with you. My second addition to that list would be the Celtics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, still no Cavs love?
Yeah, no Cavs?
Grant, you got love for the Cavs?
What are y'all gonna have the Cavs?
Bro, I mean, let's run through the list. I mean, Thunder, Cavs, Celtics.
The Bucks were looking really good for a second.
Bucks are good for a stand.
What's his name? Dame got.
Wait, so Grant, you're actually not taking the Cavs?
So my list is the Cavs, Celtics, Thunder, and I think the top 4 teams in the West. I think any of the top 4 teams. So Rockets, which is crazy to say, but
I strongly disagree with that. If the Rockets won the chip, bro, I would actually have to go outside and think about hoops more. Like
you have to understand, bro.
Hoops like I thought I did.
The Rockets are the number 2 team in the league, and they can't score.
I know.
That means their defense is that good, and defense is the only thing that shows up in the playoffs. Sometimes
they have a whole bunch of young players who are willing to do anything to get that bird.
Bruh.
Yeah,
I don't know what Ime tells them boys in the locker room, but Ime is also one of the best coaches in the league.
Yeah,
have you watched Rockets basketball?
But over the past couple of years, the Kings have been the 2 seed, nothing. The Grizzlies have been the 2 seed, nothing, bro. I think that's the bucket the Rockets are going to be in.
Bro. Have you watched the Rockets play basketball?
I just watched them.
Have you watched the Rockets games?
But no, I don't watch them consistently.
But also, the Nuggets have 30. I respect
it reminds me of like the Magic, where it's grinded out. They play defense. No one scores well. It's offensive rebounds. It's putbacks. It's hustle points. They don't have offense, and they're the 2 seed. They do not have an offense.
Hey, heart matters, bro.
Heart does matter.
But they just play really good defense.
And they have a lot of very strong athletes. That's one thing I was like, yo, like these boys are seriously athletic.
Yeah, you can't see them.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks, surprisingly, like I like to hate on him, but he's knocking down the 3. So I mean, don't get me wrong, they're tough. I would genuinely be extremely surprised. Like I think if they made it to the finals, which I would not bet on that either, they would get smoked by the Celtics, bro. Like it would actually be a slaughterhouse, man. They should call it. They should make it best of 5.
Hey, bro, if they made it to the finals, depending on how they play in the playoffs, because we've never seen these young boys in the playoffs before.
That's true.
So
Mm.
we'll see how it goes for them. It's their first time in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Depending on the seeding, and I do think seeding matters.
That's true.
And
I agree.
right now, I don't think they want to see the Timberwolves. Like,
Yeah, I
I
agree.
don't see the Timberwolves. And I don't think the Timberwolves are going to win the chip by any means whatsoever. But I don't think they want to see them.
Bro, I don't think any of the top Western teams, I don't think any of the top 6 Western teams want to see anyone.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see anyone.
Yeah, everybody's trying to run from the
Bro, niggas want to play a playing team. I'd rather play the Kings or the Mavs. I don't want to play even the Clippers. I'll play the Clippers. I don't want to see Memphis, Minnesota, Golden State.
I don't think they want to see either.
My gut actually tells me genuinely that all this other stuff is fake. OKC and Boston, if I had to put my hard-earned money on it, are really the only teams I'll bet on. But then, just to make it interesting, I mean, I'm obviously cheering for the Lakers. I would say Denver, the Lakers, and Golden State are the next 3 teams. I would say all West teams. I think all those teams have a better chance to win than Cleveland, and I don't believe in the Rockets basically at all, or Indiana.
Yeah.
Not to win a chip.
Oh, Indiana. I don't know. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's 2 things is Indiana always elevates in the playoffs.
They do.
They always do. They always elevate in the playoffs.
They do elevate in the playoffs, but similarly though, I also felt like last year or in the past couple of years, the teams they played worse than they normally do. Or somebody's gone in. They played the Knicks.
Some teams go down in the playoffs.
I actually want to say the Knicks. I just don't.
I don't
think they could beat Cleveland, and I don't think they could beat the Suns.
You saw that.
I think Tom Thibodeau is just a bad coach, and he's like a coach when I played 2K. I'm gonna play my best players 48 minutes
every single game.
Well, y'all saw that stat that the Knicks haven't beaten the top 4 team in the league. They're like 0-10 against top 4 teams in the league.
But they elevated in the playoffs too.
And then they just literally lost.
Yeah.
But they elevated in the playoffs though. And Jalen Brunson, again, if they can keep it close, I think Jalen Brunson can close. Or even Cat.
Yeah. When you're looking at it though, there's no denying Cleveland is having an outstanding season. There's really no denying it, bruh.
Plus 10-point differential.
Their average game, they're going out there on an average basis and winning by 10. It's kind of insane. Yeah, but I had to be a man and admit, bruh, I have to take the Lakers off the list of a real championship contender this year. Bruh.
I agree.
I had to take them off the list. It's OKC, it's Boston. Those are actually who I really. As I was goddamn saying, and I was very sad about. I had to take the Lakers off the real list. They're too inconsistent. And like this version of Luka, whoever this guy is that I've been watching, don't get me wrong, he flashes every now and again, but this isn't the guy that dragged the Mavericks to the championship last year on offense. And I'm okay with him being horrible on defense as long as you're going to still give me the goddamn efficient 30, 35 points on offense. But if you can't give me the efficient 30 on offense, then the team is probably cooked because that is their offense. Their offense is, bro, Luka, beat your man and either score or goddamn make the right pass. So if he's missing every shot, if he's going to take 10 threes a game and hit 2, bro, come on.
Bro, he was 0 for 6 last night?
Yeah, come on, yeah.
The problem is other teams are shutting down the lob. They're shutting down the lob threat. Luka, usually he's bailed out by the lobs. And
they were loving that lob in the beginning.
Yeah, he's thrown 0 lobs in like the past 3-4 games. So they've been shutting down the lob threat. They need to figure out how to get that back.
They have been shutting that joint down, bro. They watch some film, bro. You know what? Coaches be doing their job. Bro, like how we have jobs. I used to disrespect coaches as I was younger. I was like, bro, it's all about the players. And it is still mostly, but coaches make a big difference.
I'm telling you, bro, Ime and the Rockets. Ime showed me something. Bro, I'm telling you, if they gave Ime the roster they gave Joe Mazzulla, they'd have a chip too.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I mean, I agree.
Yeah.
Bro, it's just like, like right person, wrong time. And, he liked to talk to women.
Bro couldn't keep it in his pants, bro. Come on.
He was trying to
Ime could have 2 chips by now. Couldn't keep it in his pants.
If he kept it in his pants, they could have had 2 chips.
Nah, if he kept it in his pants, bro, he actually, hopefully they win this year, because if not, bro, he might have cost them a dynasty, bro. He might have lost the dynasty and Nia Long, bro, in one day. One singular day, bro. I don't know another man that's lost that much.
Yeah, I think
But I mean, I think it's just this, bro. And I'll gladly come over here and raise my hand and say I was wrong. But I think if the Rockets really run into not even OKC is just far and away, obviously the favorite in the West. But if they run into Denver for real, or if they run into Golden State, it's really hard for me to think that they're gonna beat goddamn Jokic, bro. It's very, very challenging. And then for some reason, Golden State's actually good again. I thought they were cooked earlier this year, and Jimmy
Hey,
Butler's coming
let me
back,
get
putting
life,
up no stats, and they're just still winning every
bro.
single game.
Art matters.
Defense, bro. It was a defense. And, bro, Podziemski is hooping now. Podziemski took the lid off the hoop and
I
is
think he
hooping.
was on social media and he saw that people were calling him trash because that boy has been hooping.
He's hooping now.
He was trash, but now he's not. Dang.
He's damn near the second option on that squad.
Bro,
He's playing hard. Yeah, he is.
He's scoring more than Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
God darn it.
Very efficiently, bro.
The defense, unfortunately.
And you know what's bad, bro? When they start hitting half court shots at the end of the game, at the end of the buzzer, you saw that man threw up that gross half court shot. I mean, at that point, it's like, oh, like you're not missing. Yeah.
So I didn't know this though, but I mean, Jimmy Butler is still averaging 17. I thought he was averaging like 8. He's averaging 17 with the Warriors. So I mean, that's like he's a new team. He's getting used to it. He's probably gonna up his game in the playoffs. I would not want to play Golden State. I'll put it this way: if I'm OKC or if I'm Denver or even the Lakers, since they're still up there, I would significantly rather play Houston than Golden State.
Yeah.
Yeah, Golden State, but that's Steph Curry over there, top 75 all time, best shooter ever. And Jokic, bro, y'all know how I feel about Jokic.
Oh yeah. Jokic is the best center of all time. They can say what they want. Everybody can say, "Oh, in my era, in your era, he's winning." Like,
I'm scared of Jokic, man. I'm scared of him. I'm genuinely scared. Like I'm scared of Jordan. I'm scared of Jordan, bro. I watched Jokic drop 60 and I was like, oh, like he's actually unstoppable. He gets 2 feet in the paint. That's a bucket,
bro. He's hitting everything free throw line and he's hitting, even if you right on.
The funniest thing is I was saying how like Aaron Gordon wasn't doing those backdoor cuts. I'm telling you, bro, once he started getting their shit together, they started doing those backdoor cuts again.
Bro, like as a coach, just like, okay, how did they shut down the goddamn Jackson Hayes lob so easy? But nobody in the last 4 years has been able to shut down the goddamn Aaron Gordon backdoor cut.
They keep trying to send help on Jokic and backdoor cut. Everybody's looking at Jokic like, wow, what's he gonna do next? Backdoor cut.
And they think he's going to pass it.
Yeah,
and it's going to be on target.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you double team.
It's because he plays off 2 feet. So, like, niggas drive to the hoop, like, go up for the layup. They have to make a pass quickly. He stops. It's like, okay, if I stop, I can pivot twice, make the shot. Yeah. I stop. Aaron Gordon's open. I'm throwing him a mean dime. Yeah. A nasty dime.
They're not watching.
He plays his own space.
They're not watching the Nuggets, bro, because Aaron Gordon is not the best shooter in the world. I mean,
well, this year he's shooting the goddamn leather off the ball, bro.
Is he? Oh, he was injured in the beginning of the year. That's why.
He went from a weak shooter his whole career to just this year, just like 40%. Right? I have no idea what's going on with that.
God, it happened.
Is it Westbrook ruins their chances?
Yeah, Westbrook is a tough one in the playoffs. They might have to,
bro.
They might have to sit him.
Y'all ever seen that that monkey with the symbols? Yeah. Sometimes maybe what's going through Russell Westbrook's brain.
Hey man,
what is he doing? Right, he's one of all time.
Actually, okay, you know what? I consider MPJ, but just for the sake of argument, if Russ is the third option this year, I'm definitely taking Reeves over him. I'm definitely taking Reeves over current Russell Westbrook.
Bro, I'll be honest. I think any third option Denver has is worse than Reeves because I think the reason they're so good is because Jokic is so much better.
Yeah,
Jokic is so much better.
I agree. I do agree.
But they're also inconsistent over there.
Yeah, like I mean, because MPJ should be better than Reeves, but I can't say that definitively. Like talent wise and all this coming into the league, but yeah, the reason that the Nuggets scare me are just that simple. Like I don't know what kind of passing training they be doing in Eastern Europe, bro. How these like these Şengüns, these Lukas, these Jokic's, they can make any pass, and then especially Jokic because he's 7 feet and he's not jacking threes like the rest of them. He takes them when he's open, so he's just looking to pass. That man is just so different. That's where I was going. He's just a different kind of guy.
All right.
Well, thanks for joining us on this episode of 3 in the Key. See us on Spotify, YouTube. We're going to get back on TikTok. Got to get those shorts in while it's here. So thanks y'all for joining us. See you around.